I'd like you to welcome to the stage right now, Jackie Pirico.
Oh yeah, that's fine. I didn't want any more claps than I got anyway. Okay. See you in a bit, Michael. Give it up for Michael. Do some clapping for that. Oh my gosh, it's so true what Michael was just saying just now. It is my turn to tell jokes finally and get laughs. I don't know if you can tell, most people don't know this about me, but I'm a smoking hot, sexy as hell, smoking hot friggin' beach bod, sexy bikini babe, beach bod, hot, basically paid to party Instagram model, sexy, hot, sexually hot, sexy babe. You just can't tell maybe tonight because there's all these other girls around. But you should see me when there's no other at all girls around at all. How smoking hot I am then. All my girlfriends know what looks best on them. They're like, oh, I look good in stripes. Oh, me, I look good in dots. I look good in pink. Oh, I look good in purple. And I say, I look good when you guys are standing far away from me tonight. At another different bar. And leave me to the boys. Oh, wait for this even. You should see how hot and smoking hot bikini sexy babe I am when there's no other girls around. Plus, there haven't been any girls around for a while. How hot I am then. Oh! Smoking hot then. That's why I like so much to go visit my grandpa at his jail. I don't do so bad around there. I swan into the jail. Dun, 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 dun. And all my grandpa's jail friends are like, Auga! I'm like, pause off, grandpa's jail friends. And they do keep their paws off because they're back, locked back there behind the bars. Yeah. Living pretty high on the hog down at grandpa's jail. Do you know what the best thing that ever happened to me was and happened to you was? When they're in Toronto not long ago, a girl went and had the idea to go climb up 100% full-blown 100,000-foot construction crane climber. Do you remember crane climber? You do? Then why are you acting like that's a regular thing to do? You know crane climber? It's not regular. It's cool. All day long, all I could think about was crane climber, 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 crane climber. That's all I could think about or talk about was crane climber, crane climber. Couldn't stop. I was like, excuse me, sorry to interrupt. Crane climber. And people gave me hell for it. They said this. They said, Jackie, hush. And shush. They said, crane climber's not cool, Jackie. She's sick. I was like, oh, she's sick too? Oh my god, that's even cooler. I want to see what this girl can do after she has some Dayquil. Because I know when I'm under the weather and I see a crane, I'm just like, not today, not today. Some people are laughing. Imagine her boss at work gets a call that morning. Oh, you're not feeling well, are you? Well, rest up and it's no problem. We'll get someone to cover your shift. Don't worry about it. Okay. And then later on that day, he's watching the news. He's like, it's not normal to regular climb a whole crane. She went all the way up, shimmied down to the end, and swizzled down the dangler of it, hung out. Oh, what, you don't like crane climber? I know what yours problem is. It's because it's a girl crane climber, isn't it? If it was a boy crane climber, you guys would be like, ooh, crane climber. Toronto's newest daredevil, devil. crane climber, so everybody was mad at her. They were like, she's mentally ill up there. And she's expensive to get down off that crane. That's what they said because it was a girl. They were like, lock her up. And I said, no, lock me up because I'm her biggest fan and I'll do anything to get close to her as soon as she's down. Sometimes people take pictures of me while I'm doing stand-up comedy and they don't turn out so hot. I was walking down the street the other day and I saw in front of me there was a man walking two dogs on a string, separate strings. 2 dogs on a string, and all of a sudden the guy stops cold in his tracks. Oof, he has something on his phone. So he's on his phone, and the whole family is stopped. And he's on his phone. Here's my impression. He's on his phone. Da-da-da-da. Then dog A, dog number 1, is like this. And this is dog number 2. Face first into a stinking bag of garbage, having a huge snack. Out of a dripping, steaming stink garbage. And then the guy sees his dog doing that. He goes, hey, hey! He's like, hey, get out of that! Don't you know better than that? He goes, grabs the leash, and the dog's like, a garbage-scented cough, I imagine. You know better than that, but does the dog know better than that? Like, he doesn't know that you just got a freaking e-transfer. As far as the dog can tell from his perception, you stopped him beside that trash bag to fuel up. When I was young, in grade school, I was the last one of all my girlfriends to ever see a guy's dick. I was the last and only one that hadn't yet seen a precious guy's dick. And gee, they didn't let me forget it. That's all they would talk about is, oh, this dick I seen. Oh, that dick I seen. Oh, that doesn't compare nothing to this one dick I seen plus a different dick another time. And they were like, oh, sorry, Jackie, we forgot. You don't know nothing about that yet. And I got so sick of being an outcast that one day I fibbed, the ultimate fib, and I said, actually, yeah, I seen one now. Fib alert. And they were like, really? When? I was like, I snuck out last night and seen one. And they're like, prove it. What was it like? And then, you know when you tell one fib and then it rolls down a hill of fibs and God, there's a bunch more fibs and fibs? It got out of control. I was like, it was all kind of greasy and covered in crumbs. I didn't know any better. That's what my imagination gave me. It was like greasy and covered in crumbs and lint and had one lady's long hair stuck to the side of it. It was like a sticky hand toy from the machine, like one of those. It was like that fabric, but like when you find it later behind the couch. And they're like, close enough. And wasn't I? But whatever. I was up to things that they didn't know about just because I hadn't seen a precious GCD greasy crumb dick. Just because I didn't see one of those. I was up to things and I knew things that they didn't know nothing about, and I knew things that they didn't know, and I had more. I was up to stuff too, alone. Like, for example, I knew that in my shower at home, it had a shower spout that came down off the wall on a string. And you could do whatever you wanted with that. It came down off a string. And it was one of those showers that went from like, and then you could switch it from to you could do whatever you want with it, put it wherever, do whatever you want for however long you want until whatever happened. And I did do that. But the thing is, I would do that with the shower, but I was so guilty and so dumb and so like nervous and guilty that every time I would have one of those showers, then I would lay in bed awake at night, staring up at the ceiling, guilty and guilt-ridden and racked with guilt and scared that the next family member after me would get to use the shower would get AIDS. And the worst part of that is that it didn't stop me from going back the next day and doing it again and again. Now, are you guys listening to the whole joke or just individual words? Because some of you bristled there, you bristled. Listen to the whole joke, not just one word out of it. I suffer from an ailment of acne. But you can't tell tonight because I've got a spackling smattering of fake face from Shoppers Drug Store plastered on top of my ailing, plain, regular face. You can't tell tonight, but underneath I have some certain acne. And sometimes when I look in the mirror, I'll like cover one or whatever I've got going on just to see what it would be like without. So I'm like, oh. But sometimes it gets out of control. And I'm like, oh, that there too. And that one there. Oh, beautiful. Beautiful. That would be beautiful. That like that. I suffered from another ailment recently. It was an acute ailment, an acute ailing and personal. Oh, was it personal ailment? So personal and so ailing. I suffered from a UTI. Do you know that ailment? Yeah, right. If you say you don't know that ailment, you're like either fibbing it out your friggin' ass or your boy. A UTI stands for an urinary tract infestation. And it's when your pee pipe is packed full of critters. And you get them from a guy's crumbs and grease. And the worst part is the critters are shaped like razor blades. And you piss them out like this. Ah! And then you got to go to the doctor. I had to go to the doctor and say, ow, my peeing in my pipe. And he's like, pee in this jug of ours. And we'll see what's going on. I'm like, that's my least favorite thing to do right now. And that's the only path to a cure is pissing out the blades, the critters. So he did that, and then he took it, and the doctor's like, looking, he's like, oh my God, what the hell? He's like, holy, this is pretty much all critter, no piss. I'm like, I know, I suspected. And then I had to go to the Shoppers Drug Store to get pills to bust up the bugs. And then, so you know when you're at the Shoppers Drug Store to get a prescription, and then you have to go, like, get the prescription, and the pharmacist of mine was so loud and so not discreet. And I know that I'm not being discreet right now, but it's my crittery pee pipe, and I can talk about it if I want. But he was yelling about it throughout the store. He was like, Jacqueline Pirico! And I'm like, well, I just finished doing this. One of those. Jacqueline Pirico, I'm like, yes, cancel, yes. And he's like, I got your pills for your sickly pee pipe problem. I'm like, thank you. And I look around, and there's a smoking freaking hot as hell, smoking hot Beach Babe shredded, cheese grater shredded, hot, smoking model, sexy guy behind me, in line, right behind me in line. And I knew he was hot as hell, because there was tons of other guys around, and he was still smoking hot. And I was like, okay, thank you. And I grabbed my baggie of pills. I'm like, bye-bye. And then the pharmacist was like, wait. You might want to know that those pills might make your poo and your pee funny colors. I was like, that doesn't matter to me because that's fine. I don't care about that kind of thing because I don't do that stuff. I don't poo. Shut up! And When I was leaving, I can hear him screaming some more to the hot guy. He's like, "Sir, hello, handsome sir. Here's your pills for your ongoing diarrhea." I was like, oh, God. Now he's going to think we got nothing in common. Remember when all you guys laughed, but especially they laughed, but you didn't know, but they were laughing really hard, but only I can see them, so take my word for it. They were laughing really hard. Oh gosh, I'm out of joke minutes. You guys gotta do without me for a while. My name's Jackie. Thank you so much. Bring back your host, Michael.